that is a residential area. And one thing that you have to know is that the city of Buenos Aires is divided in two. In the downtown, what we have is the most important square of Argentina, which is May Square. And that is the division of the city. From May Square to the north, that is where we are now, that is where the residential area is, but also where we have many mansions and palaces that used to belong to the high society of Argentina. On the other side, what we have is the opposite. In the south, we have the most traditional area and also where the poorest people live. Buenos Aires is said to be the most European city in South America. Have you been to Europe?
Yeah.
Italy, Spain,
yeah,
France?
Ireland.
Well, if you pay attention at the style of some of the buildings, you will see that that is the reason why Buenos Aires is known as that. Mainly, the wealthy people decided to come and live in these areas, and there is a reason why. By 1871, everybody, all the population, lived in the downtown, around Main Square. But in that year, there was a yellow fever epidemic. That is what made that the wealthy family decided to run away, and they came to live in here, building some of those palaces that I was saying to you, that you will see examples of them. If you keep on looking to the right, in just a couple of blocks, you will be able to see one of those palaces that used to belong to Errázuriz and their family. They decided to buy the materials to build that palace in different parts of Europe, especially in in France and Italy. And the same happened with the furnitures. They lived here until 1936. In our next block you will see it. And then that palace was sold to the city government. They bought it, and since that moment this is a museum, the Decorative Art Museum. But as I said to you before, this is a good example of the golden years in Argentina. Golden years from 1860 to 1920, when there was a lot of money in our country. And it is possible to see it in the north, in places like Recoleta and Palermo. We are entering Recoleta, which is another neighborhood of the city. The city of Buenos Aires has a total number of 48 neighborhoods. Here we have over 3 million inhabitants, plus 1 million more. Those are the people who usually come from Monday to Friday just to work here. And they come from the greater Buenos Aires. An example of that is Pilar, the place where you are staying. So I was promising to you that you are going to see a palace. So if you keep on looking to the right there, you'll see that it will appear. Remember that nowadays this is the Decorative Art Museum.
That's a big boy, huh? Yeah.
So do you like what you are seeing so far?
Yeah.
Yes? Well, you have to say yes because I'm here. Okay, and I would like to ask you one question. Do you know somebody from our history?
Maradona.
Che Guevara, yeah. Who else?
Maradona.
Somebody say Maradona?
Yeah.
Lionel Messi.
Well, he's still alive. Well, but haven't you heard about Evita?
Avida.
Okay, please look to the right. When crossing the next street, you will see this small square, and you will see a monument here on the right. This monument represents Evita, or Eva Duarte de Perón. The reason why the monument was built here is because in 1952, this was the place where the residence of the President of Argentina used to be situated. So it means that in that year, remember, 1952, Evita died here, victim of cancer.